So, greetings. This is one of my first tries to record something in a game with my voice. So, be patient with me and excuse my bad English because I'm a German speaker originally. So, this is my base in Enshrouded, which I built on this very spot on the map. You can check it out. It's a very nice spot. There's like a mountain range, not the mountain range, but there's a mountain. And you have a really nice overview around the shroud and all the surrounding areas. It's not very centered, but it's a really nice spot, especially in the early game. And I decided to settle down here, and I didn't move away. So this is my main base, and we can check out my old base for a second, and then I will show you the rest. So, this is where everything started. So we used to start with 3 people, one person left and couldn't continue playing with us because of time reasons. So now it's 2 people, I'm the main builder in the group, so a friend of mine who is mainly playing with me like progressively when I'm online, but mostly I'm online on solo and just building stuff basically. Fucking weird. So, okay, I shouldn't swear. So this is the first main base. This is where you spawn, up there. You come down here and that's where you learn the first crafting mechanics and everything. So yeah, I built this little town, or like little house with a farming area and like a little tree house. This one my friend built actually. And the ladder is gone, so I can't really get inside now. But yeah, this little townie with some animals and a little construction site of a little thing. Sorry for my English. So yeah, this is very nice view, and this is where I basically started to learn how to build in this game. Some stuff still looks very rough, because I was just trying out stuff. But all in all, I feel like you have so many possibilities and so many mechanics and like items you can just cram into some stuff and put some flowers there, and so you can make it really nice if you just keep adding stuff. Like, it doesn't have to look good right from the start. That's what I found out. Basically, yeah, I was trying to make this whole area alive, give it a bit of a a vibe, a groundedness. In this house, I tried to always make a chimney if there's like a fireplace. This is like the center of the house, so I built like up here, and then there's like an exit where the smoke can come out. The smoke coming out on the top is actually a big bonfire in the top part. It's just for the aesthetics, I guess. So yeah, this is where we began our journey. We built this little hut, made it cozy. This is where I used to have all the chests, which I moved to my main base later in the game. And here we have the upstairs, the little sitting place where you can read, which we don't, but it's just nice. A little outdoor dining area on the balcony, and just the beds. We used to be 3 people, so these were the 3 beds at the start. Kind of cozy with the fur and everything, which I really like. And so yeah, I tried to try mechanics. As you see on the floor, there's like stones and wood, and I tried to make it a little mosaic stuff, just to make it look a bit less like stale, I guess. So this place was the last I renovated, I guess. Just a little spot for a nice balcony with a library. A friend of mine had the idea to make it here, and this view is just gorgeous. By the way, I love the graphics of this game. It's so nice, how the sun sometimes hits the spot and everything comes together. It's just beautiful, in my humble opinion. So yeah, this was the main base. At the start there, then we got our first NPCs, like the smith, which I made a spot here. And the alchemist, who I decided would live in like a tower in a cave tower. So you get in here. I just dug out everything because I didn't know actually you can dig a lot quicker with the building too. So I dug out everything with the pickaxe, and then I realized it was just super waste of time. But yeah, this was where the alchemist used to live. Yeah, that's this little area, you could sleep and everything. And you would have this little outhouse here with a super gorgeous spot out here. Yeah, you see the border here, so I can't build out there. But yeah, the tower is not finished, everything is a bit rough around the edges. The building still was new to me, you can see on the roof and everything it's a bit clunky, and I actually, on this tower I was like, okay, fuck it, I will just move on to the new place and build there. I made this little pond right here so I can fish, and that's where the huntress would stand. And I made this little river and a little bridge, super big bridge. And also this was where the farmer would be, and yeah, so everyone had their little space. The farmer would actually live in this treehouse. I always try to make the builds that do make sense actually with the NPCs and everything. And that's also what motivates me. Like I wouldn't build so many things if there wasn't a little narrative in my own head. Exactly. So this is the starting area, and this is where things escalated. So I found this mountain range, and I thought actually the story is that I was gliding down from the tower. I'll show you just in a second. This tower over there, I was gliding down it and I saw this place, and there was this gravestone, this one, and this one is actually already in the map. I didn't place this, and this was right around the time when our third partner, Peter, like Peter in German, the beta, he was leaving us. He was like, yeah, I don't have time for this game, I'm sorry. And then I found this gravestone on this mountain ridge, and there was nothing else, and I actually thought like I will build him a memorial because he left us, and I will send it to him and it will be cute, and it was very cute. He was very happy I did that, and I was really proud of this building actually, because I moved out from the old base and I was trying new stuff, and it was a really cool, new materials, everything, and I was really proud of it. It looked really nice, I think. And I also played around with the flowers and everything, yeah, as you can see. So this was the first building here, and I decided to expand, obviously, a lot. So again, as in the old base, I made spots for all the NPCs. This is the smith. He's outside because it's like, yeah, it's nicer outside. He likes it outside. Then here we have the farmer, exactly, with all the tools and everything, and the fish, and the grills, and here I have a little pond where I keep my favorite fish. This guy just standing around randomly. So yeah, this was the next build I did, this little starting house, because I built the altar right here. There was a little natural cave, which now is the building, but I thought I built the thing on the altar in the cave and expand from here. And I later found out it was actually the perfect spot to put it. But in here it's a bit random actually. Like I'm not too happy about the altar, and I would love there to be an option to move it. But yeah, it's what it is. So yeah, I built this little house here. I wanted to be like open and have a little staircase going around. I already had it a bit in my head, but of course in the creative process there's like stuff that comes to mind during the process. So I really love this area actually. Like this looks super cozy. I'm super happy to come back here after the travels and the adventures. So yeah, I kept expanding from here. Made a little balcony right there. This is where we keep our loot. I kept expanding. Everything looks very different now than in the beginning, of course. This is where we sleep. 2 beds now, not 3 anymore. This was like the cave entrance, and I tried to make a little cellar area, like going down and everything, and I made it look a bit like yeah, old and a bit spooky. I like that, and this NPC actually fit here perfectly. I love this aesthetic here. This is where all the other NPCs are that are like the alchemist and the no, I don't know the word in English, whatever. So yeah, I tried to make this also very cozy. The hairdresser also gets this new spot. This is just very new, so not a lot of details. As we continue, I don't know where to go actually. It's really hard to what I will show first, but I will try to show you the things I built first at the beginning, and then go upwards. So here we have the chambers for the NPCs where they can sleep. I thought they would need that, of course. Then here the upstairs areas where they could dine and eat and everything all together. Then we also have a little balcony here. So I expanded from here. This I also needed a dining area for us, like for the kings, I would say, of the map. And so yeah, that's it. This tree is just super out of place, but I just had to do it because it was Christmas time around that. So I just kept it standing like in real life. I just kept the tree. But this one isn't dying yet. There's no urge to throw it out, I guess. So yeah, this was the main area at the start. I can show you the cellar. Some of this I built a bit later in the game, but I will just show it to you. This is like a little museum. I showed in the previous video, of course. That didn't change a lot. This is just an unused room, I guess, also for the beds. Nothing spectacular. I wanted to build an underground library, which I did here. This actually, I think, is very cozy, and it connects upstairs to the NPCs where I was just now. This connection to upstairs I did later. Then, actually, yeah, you can get down there from here, or from here. This is like my underground spa area, and one guy in the comments actually asked me in the last video, how did I get this smoke effect? So this actually is just because there's shroud underneath this space, and I can't really build further down. There's like some objects, like I think this one, where you can actually bug into the shroud a little bit. So now it's red, it doesn't allow me to build, as you see, but obviously I did build this. So at some spots sometimes you can actually place these. Now it's blue. So yeah, it was a bit of a hassle, but I thought this smoke just looks nice for like a spa area, and then I built down there. That's basically it. I would love to have the option to make things smoky on other places. Actually, that would be a cool thing for the devs to implement. Exactly. So that's the cellar area. There's some trophies out here, which look nice, I think. Yeah, that's that. So I will show you a bit of the outside. So this was the first, then this building came, and then the little areas here. And I wanted to make a farming area, of course, to farm and hold some animals, which I decided to make here. This is the animal shelter. Basically, it's not very spectacular, it's just that. It was more like functional. I didn't design it very well, but I could put a lot more work in it. Yeah, then this was a really nice spot because there was like a natural little platform down there, and I thought this would be super cool to just hover over the shroud and like have a look, you know, like it's a nice feeling down here, I think. And a friend told me to make a platform here, so I did. And then the farming area is up here. This stair was very early because I wanted to expand this area down there to up here. So I made a little farming spot here. And then up there there's like the main king building, I would say. Like the whole lore of this, the map, I'm still like wrapping my head around it, so I won't get into it in this video too much. But this is more or less the king's palace, I could say. You could say. Down here, this is also later in the game, obviously, because you only get the rice and everything in the later game. But I wanted to make like 3 platforms where I could farm rice, real rice. But this water is kind of bugged. You see the water flows down here and just doesn't really continue. It just stops there. It used to flow over here, and I changed something, I don't know what, and it doesn't right now, so I didn't fix it. Yeah, I'm sure I can find a way, but I just didn't bother. There's a little cave connection to the main house, or like where we were before. It's hidden. This is still something I'm working on currently. So here you can get down into the animal shelter also, second entrance. And also there's like a little spot that I didn't use. Here you get into the main house, and here you get into the king's palace. The king is dead actually, so there's like a gravestone down here. This is very undesigned right now, like very empty still. I'm still trying to figure out what I will do with the design, but from the outside it's finished, and I think it looks really nice with the things. I don't know the word, whatever. So I will just show you the interior, which is still not finished. Here I tried to do a little bit, you know, you can sit here, look into the mirror and everything. And he has this little exit right here, which goes into a big dungeon, which will connect to the parts of the base at some point. Like now it's not connected yet, but it will happen. So if you go upstairs, here will be the sleeping area and everything. It's still all very rough. I don't know what I did with the ground here. It's, yeah, just ignore it. But I have a bathtub on the balcony, which is nice. If you go up here, there's like actually a hidden entrance into the upper area of the map, which I will show you from the other side. But I can show you a little bit where I come out now. So I will come out here. This is a little outhouse with a grave, so the king can actually come here through the hidden entrance and go to the grave, and these are like the royal graves, I would say. But yeah, that's the lore. I'm not gonna get into it too much. There's a little balcony, you can see. And here we are up here, you know, like this is the first house I built on there. And I didn't show you the whole thing down here yet. I'm getting ahead of myself, as I do. So yeah, here we have, in there is this little balcony I showed you before from the inside, where the NPCs live and everything. Here I decided to make a little waterfall, because it was just an epic area. These trees already were here, so I decided to build a tree house. A friend of mine also told me to do that, and I did, and I think it's like super gorgeous. I love how the treehouse came together. I had to play around with it a lot. Also the staircase up there is a bit wonky, but it works, you know. Yeah, what can I say? This is just a little dam area where the water collects a little bit, so I can fish and also swim in it a bit. I think it's pretty neat. I didn't put too much effort into it, but it's super neat. I actually did put a lot of effort into it. So yeah, there's this little area behind the waterfall, which I wanted to do, because, you know, area behind the waterfall, it's nice. This is how you get into the main house. And you can actually go through here without getting wet, which is crazy. And this happened accidentally, actually. Like, this little opening here, which is super nice, I think, with the bridge. Yeah, the water wheel is a bit random. I know. Yeah, so how to get upstairs. I showed you here everything, I think. At the first level, this is again where everything started. This stuff was coming together, then the upstairs house came together, like the king's house, and then slowly started to progress upstairs. Shall we show you now? So up here, as I showed you, like there's the dining area and everything. You can get up a little higher. This is where you get to the tree house. There's actually an entrance here. I'll show you the inside. It's like books and everything. I tried to design it a little bit, but there still could be a lot more work put into it now. But that's it for now. Exactly. So this I wanted to make look like the water actually broke this away and everything. So I will work on it a bit more later. So there's a little balcony. It's nothing special. I did this pretty early, and this is how you get up to the next level. And this is where I just showed you this grave is. There's the king's house, you can get up here. And this is a little connection house right here. So this connects to this church, the tiny one. It's a tiny dark church, and I have a light church on the other side. There's two religions in here, out here. I will show you the church really soon, but I will just show you this platform for now. This is a little market area, which I'm still trying to design a bit more, where you can buy all sorts of stuff, and the NPCs hang out. So yeah, that's pretty cute.
Hello.
And you have the wall right here and the little outhouse. This actually was here already, like this I didn't build, just the thing on the top, which is still ugly. I have to change it. But yeah, this stone thing also was here before, so that was pretty neat. Nice accident. And I built the wall right along the building line, as you can probably see on the tree over there. And funnily enough, this tree actually is on the borders of both of my altars, which I have here. One is on the top of the mountain, one is I showed you on the bottom, and this tree is exactly in front of my entrance, and it's exactly not in the building area. And I hate that, because I always have to take it away to actually get in and out, so that's a bit of a hassle, but whatever. That's some background. This is like some entrance area. When people get in here, you know, there's a little storage stuff where you can exchange goods and everything. And yeah, this is something I'm still also working on. It's not finished. And yeah, so you have a little bonfire here, the little houses for some NPCs that live here. Still also like just the bare minimum, but on the interior. Still something I'm adding stuff all the time. It's just a hassle to craft and to finish things in this game. It's not that easy. Like it's in art in general. Like I feel like you can always add stuff, and it's hard to feel okay, now it's done, you know.
Hi.
So let me just get the hut out of the way, which I should have done earlier. Yeah, this little house, it's just cute. I don't know. It's nothing too special. So this is the way up the mountain, the only way up the mountain actually, by foot, which I'll show you later. First of all, I will show you the church, as plural, the two churches, which you can get into here, but also I will show you later somewhere. Yeah, I built this little crossway here. Here you can get on the other side of the mountain, which I didn't have not yet built a lot, but this is for the future. And this is the little entrance to the church, which I'm super proud of, because it's just so neat. With a little balcony here with a super nice view on the market and everything. Yeah, the waterfall here, everything, the waterfall, everything I did. There was a lot of work actually. So you can get in here, and this is like the more dark church, you know, the necromancer, whatever vibe I'm going for. You can actually get in the attic here, but there's nothing there. So you can get in here from more ways, like you can get in here like that, which leads into the staircase building where you can get up on the top here. That's where we came out on there. This is also pretty neat, I think. It's just, it doesn't have really a use now, so I'm still trying to figure out how to decorate it in the inside. But yeah, this is like this little outhouse that I showed you before, exactly, at the church. So this is just a little area where you can get on top of the waterfalls. I just thought it would be nice to have something that's less stable, you know, just like a little wooden thing, maybe for maintenance. Ooh, there's a capybara right there. Oh, let me help you. Oh my god. Okay, no, I will do this later. So yeah, this is just a neat little bridge thing. I tried to play around with the materials and everything. I'm just, yeah, I don't know if I'm happy with this, but I think it looks kind of cool. It looks as unstable as I wanted it to look, so that's fine. So now I'll show you the other church, which is over there. And this part is like a little safe haven. I will show you. Actually, I will show it to you through this way first. So this is the entrance to the tiny church. This is the crossway, and here on the left you can get into the like jungle-esque area, I guess. This is where before I used to have like a little pond right here, just to and like the water exit, just to save some water here and make the waterfall downstairs. And there was nothing, and then I saw this little pond and I thought, okay, like, if the water's already here, so let's do something with it. And yeah, then I slowly started to build this little area here, and I wanted to make it tropical because this was right around the time when I actually got into the jungle biome, or like the, I don't know what it's called, the sandy biome, and got the whole materials for this. So yeah, then I decided to build this and make it a little like zen area, and that's where the capybaras live. I hope this one is not dead and just sleeping. Yeah, and this is also where you can get back on this one here, and that's where we came out of from the church. So yeah, this is where we get to the second church. It's more of a bright vibe, a bit nicer, everything, lights up, like a lot of windows and stuff. And I played around with the materials. I think this one looked really cool in the church context and everything, and also the roof. I love that. Yeah, there's this little entrance here. You can get up here, and there's actually a bell I built from copper, I think. Yeah, it's kind of neat, I think. Yeah, so you can get down here. This will be the golem statue stuff. No, like there's nothing here yet, but just the parts of the golem, or the golem. But this is gonna be a lot more epic in the future, and I'll leave that for later. And I built a little balcony here, which is also not in use yet, but this is like for ceremonies or whatever, and it is a nice view, I think. And be sure to let me know in the comments, like if you have any suggestions, if you like the build, of course. And yeah, let me know if you have any ideas, you know, like I'm always open for ideas, and if you see a mistake or like something that catches your eye, just let me know and I'll check it out, and I'm super thankful, of course. And yeah, I think this is everything for the second level of the entire build. Let's go out here again, and tell me if I'm moving too quick or everything. Like, yeah, I haven't done videos at all before, so always open for suggestions. So now we're gonna try to get up there, but I see it's getting dark and I want everyone to see in the video. So I'll go to bed here. These beds are just here for just what I'm doing right now, to skip the night and keep building. Yeah. So let's wait. So, good morning. Ah, poor dude. So let's get up there. This is the way I tried to expand up there. I built this little walkway until like here at the start, and then I started building this area. And slowly I kept expanding, and then I realized that this mountain is actually perfect because like there's a natural little walk up here actually. Like this, I just had to build this walkway, path, whatever. Excuse my English again. So yeah, this is all work in progress. So yeah, there's a little water going down. I want to build a house right here. I also I built the groundwork just to know where I will place things in the future. So yeah, this is a little nice area, and this building I actually tried to finish. Like this is the first building on the top that I'm close to finishing soon, which is gonna be the mill. There's like a water mill, water wheel, and a windmill, and this is like the main center for milling and everything. Yeah, I built this little statue right here, and I will show you this house from the inside soon. I'm just trying to give you like a little overview. In the last video I already showed stuff here, and this should also, everything here should be new. Like there was just a little start of a house right here, but I'm trying to expand right now, so that's what I will show you. This is not as grounded as the lower parts. Like there's no NPCs in here right now. It's not as lively. Like I didn't put a lot of work in it yet, but it's gonna be really nice in the future, I think. So this is actually where the water comes from in the entire mountain, basically. Or I would try to do it like that. Like I wanted this water source to go down the whole mountain and yeah, make it whole. So yeah, there's this little natural water source right here, which is super nice. It's not natural, but look, I want it to look like it. Here you can actually close this to make the water go here quicker, and then the wheel turns quicker. Yeah, so I'm still trying to design a bit in the interior. There's nothing here yet, but you have this balcony. Down there you have a little graveyard. Yeah, you have this nice spot right here, perfect sunset right now, or sunrise. Here, there's also a bit of a balcony right there. That's where we came from. And yeah. Yeah, up here I'm trying to build a lot of houses. I would love to have more friends. I do have a lot of friends, but they don't play Enshrouded, unfortunately, so I would love people to move in here and build their own houses. It would be super cool. And this should be like the main house. And this actually I built just for reference at the start, just to make the whole mountain look like I wanted to look. So this is still empty basically, and not finished obviously, but it gave the whole build like an outline, which I tried to work on basically. This is the only house that's like at least has a roof. I'm still working on it. But yeah, I'm still trying to work out the whole aesthetic and arrangement. This in the middle is also a bit random, like the farming area. That's up on the top there was nothing, and I used to hold my bulls up here. So yeah, and there was this natural actual wolf cave, which is super dope because yeah, I didn't have to do a lot. It just looks really nice, and so I decided here to build a little graveyard. This also needs a lot of work actually, and yeah, in here I have also a little something. I'm trying to figure out how to work on it, and I actually want this there to be like a hidden cave that leads down into the main buildings and stuff. So yeah, and now I will fly on the little platform which I use to look on the map and look if the build is the way I like it. And this platform is over here, as you saw in the last video. And so yeah, I tried to like make this look whole, you know, and build the thing on the whole mountain, you know, like use the whole mountain. And there's still a lot of room for stuff to be built, which I will show you now. Like the plans for the future, I could put so much more time into this, and I'm actually happy to use all of this. Right now I'm still having a lot of fun, but sometimes it's a little bit annoying to get all the resources and everything. Like, it's a lot of work. I'm not playing in creative mode, so yeah, everything needs a lot of more time than expected sometimes. But yeah, there's this area down here, there's this, it's all not finished, and then there's this little walkway down here. Everything could be built here, like, I don't know yet, but there's a lot of stuff that I could do here. That's actually the border, so I can't build here, but yeah, until here there's a lot of possibilities, I would say. So I built this way here, this little path, just to remind me that I can build down here. And also there's down there, actually, which is a super nice spot, which I want to use like a little, I guess, you know, it's just beautiful, I think, and it's an area that you don't really see from the other side, and it's also something that should be like a little secret, you know. And here is a little entrance where you can get exactly where I showed you before, to the crossways of the church right here. I get the little church. This leads through the whole mountain, and also here I make this little exit, which is not used yet, but yeah, this is just along the path at the main entrance. So yeah, this is it. I think I showed you everything, or basically everything. And yeah, let me know what you think, and if you want to keep updated, I will make more videos like this. And yeah, have a nice day. Bye.